Hi, this is Jen, the wine lady again. I thought today I'd talk about red varietals. Just the basic reds from the least intense to the most intense. Once you get into white wine and you find that you like maybe the stronger whites, you might want to start trying red wines. My suggestion is to start with the Beaujolais. Beaujolais is a French wine. It's very light and fruity. In fact, it's one of the few wines that should be served chilled. Most red wines should be at room temperature, about 65 degrees, but that is a personal preference. I'll get into that later on about serving and storing. The first, like I said, is Beaujolais. Beaujolais is made from the Gamay Noir grape, Gamanoir. It is a French grape. It is very light and fruity, goes very well with all kinds of foods, seafood, it goes well with steak. It's a good place to start for reds if you're not familiar with red wine and you're a little apprehensive about the bigger, stronger reds. The next wine that you might want to try after that is a Pinot Noir, Pinonoir. You will find that in the French that Burgundy is made from Pinot Noir. French Burgundy is the best red wine, in my opinion, that there is. Of course, that varies. Everybody has their own opinion. We happen to absolutely love Burgundy. We stumbled on it by accident, and we found one from a region in France that we really love. I'll get into that in a later video. Pinot Noir is slightly more heavy. It's more full-bodied. It's got a very strong black cherry scent, some strawberry, maybe raspberry, and it is usually oaked. The oak can be from mild to strong. The tannins, as I said before, tannins are like drinking strong tea, makes your mouth pucker and dry out. The tannins are generally smooth in Pinot Noir. They're not overpowering. The great thing about red wines is they go great with food. Most red wines are not made for sipping. Beaujolais you might get away with. Pinot Noir, not really. I would more likely have that with food. Beef, anything that's roasted like lamb or veal would go very good with Pinot Noir. The next one up the scale that's a little bit more intense is Merlot. Merlot is more known for its plummy scent and taste. It has usually stronger tannins and more oak. Anything that you do, even with red wine, you want to look for something that's well balanced. If it's just alcohol or oak, like a wood taste that you taste, it's not a good wine. It's going to take some experimentation to find what you like in red wines, just like you did with the white wines. Again, red wine is better with food, but when you're trying red wines for the first time, you want to taste them by themselves so you get a general idea of what they taste like and if you like it or not. I personally do not like Merlot. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the alcohol content. Maybe I just had some bad experiences. I prefer the Pinot Noir and the Beaujolais. I don't like heavy reds. Once in a while, I'll have a Cabernet Sauvignon, which is the next wine I'm going to talk about. Cabernet Sauvignon is really the most full-bodied of the domestic reds. There are the varietals from Italy and France and all that are more full-bodied, and Spain. Barolo is another one. Barolo is an excellent Spanish wine. Goes great with really like steak, barbecue, that kind of thing. Cabernet Sauvignon is the most full-bodied of the reds. It is usually very strong in tannins and very oaked. And you will find that if you eat steak with Cabernet, the fat in the steak is going to offset the tannins, and it's a wonderful combination. Most red wines have the tannins, like I said, and if you eat something that has a lot of fat in it, like steak, or something that's broiled like a lamb or pork, you're going to find that fat is offset by those tannins, and they just complement each other wonderfully. The great thing about red wine is you've probably seen the commercials for grape juice and what wonderful healthy benefits it has, polyphenols. Well, guess what? Red wine has the same thing. In moderation, red wine is excellent for your health. It's good for your heart. It's good for cholesterol. In fact, if you drink red wine with a steak, you're canceling out most of the cholesterol that you're ingesting, which is great. It's good for your digestion. All in all, red wine is a wonderful thing. So go ahead and try some red wine. Again, I would start with Beaujolais if you're not sure, if you're a little intimidated, and work your way up slowly to the stronger reds. But just keep in mind, if you drink a red wine by itself, especially a more full-bodied, you may not like it. Try it by itself and then pair it with food. Even tomato sauce pasta. In a future video, I'll get into other regions like Italy, Spain, France, that kind of thing. But the one point I wanted to mention is that I'm also going to get into food pairing. Try and pair the region of wine with the region of food. Italian wine with Italian food. German wine with German food. It just pairs beautifully because the people in these regions have been doing this for centuries. They've been taking their little plain table wines and pairing them with local cuisine. They know what they're doing. So, again, enjoy yourself. Have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously. Write down your tasting notes. And I'll see you again soon, hopefully in the near future. Thank you for watching.